All right, sorry about that. Phone died, I had to go get the charger. All right, so I had already started laying cards. I've already used a little smoke from the Palo Santo Holy Wood. All right, so I had the Ten of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So what this was about was Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Ten of Coins, possibly someone that had it, headed that way. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Coins, wish fulfillment, single abundant, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this was about toying with someone else's life, toying with someone else's livelihood, and their Wheel of Fortune. Now again, take into exception all of the energies I just read off to you, what type of people you are dealing with. It's the same kind of people, same type of people, the same people that tried to set a man up to flatline him. The same people that had the audacity to hack someone, take someone's Facebook page, try to slander their name, which there are a few of you that are going to get defamation lawsuits, no doubt. And if you don't show up, guess what? You automatically lose that suit. Guess what happens after that? I place a lien on you. These stage accidents you're staging, your theft is going to become mine for the bullshit you did. Now, I call that karma. You won't be so damn gung-ho to stage the next accident, will you? All right, moving on. And again, I'm highly appalled at the women that jumped on this bandwagon, but at no point took into consideration the men behind all this that they were defending. Death. This was a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Single abundant, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Death. This is what these people wanted to do to someone. Now, like I said, for the audacity that they all had to try to say my son was a bum, well, you know, as a tax-paying citizen, as well as many other women out here that are mothers, well, hell, let me just say it like this. Baby, if I was a man, it'd be a cold day in hell before I sat in the house with anybody and paid their bills while they had all the drug addict, strung-out family laid up. And the mother-in-law living there. I wouldn't so much mind if the mother-in-law didn't pay bills, but I'd be damned if I'd be footing a drug addict's way in life. To lay up, suck my groceries, suck my utilities, try to fondle my daughters, be a cold day in hell, baby. And no decent man would. But I guarantee you, what I read off to you, this isn't decent men. These are punks, thieves, criminals, kind of people that have no idea how to be a man. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, mama? And if you wonder what that's about, that's all of the gloating over the perfect mama. Well, apparently something wasn't too perfect. My son's never beat a pregnant woman. My son's never held a gun to anybody and robbed them. Y'all some damn fools. So let's see here. So we wanted to take out Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We wanted to put their Wheel of Fortune in reverse and flatline. What else do you have for us? Yeah, there's some demons, baby. Two of Pentacles. First off, we tried to play with their money, so they would be juggling that. So they would not, and we're just going to say what the card means here, the single and abundant. So they would not be seen as single, abundant. They would have to juggle their finances, juggle to feed their family, juggle to buy their groceries. And let me tell you something else that gave y'all's dumbasses away. When the days I would ask my son over the phone, son, do y'all have any groceries? You're apparently so ignorant, you didn't even realize I'd pick up on the synchronicities of what you were doing. Each time, first time, second time, I was like, nah, I can't be. Third time, fourth time, fifth time, every time I'd say that to my son, here come mama running home with a few little groceries. Imagine that. You dumbasses gave yourself away. So, let's say this somebody starts with the initial R, You're probably going to prison for quite some time, sir, because you committed some federal crimes. This family, to hide their child abuse, their crimes, and how they tried to flatline a man, you really went a long way, didn't you? I've never met someone so ignorant that instead of, because the most that would have happened would have been probation and pay the insurance company back. But you tried to take somebody out. You just can't get dumber. You just can't get any damn dumber. All right, so then we had the lovers. You also tried to play with someone's relationships. Or this could have been someone that was also involved that this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo knew. The person you targeted. Moving on. This was a whole lot of people here that clanned up. This family, this shitty family, shitty soul, demonic family. We had the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We wanted somebody left out in the cold, broke, destitute, with their destiny in reverse. Baby, you can't play with somebody else's destiny. But y'all did a lot. All right, we had the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, there it is. Says it for itself. The hard work, the reward, flatline. We wanted to, this little demonic family, wanted to bring a halt to someone's forward movement, reward, the blessings and the reward from their own hard work. Well, baby, if that doesn't say demonic, I don't know what does, especially when me nor my child never targeted your income in any kind of way. Matter of fact, last I recall, all the money I was funneling into your home, your dopehead family, your children, which I have no remorse for doing, benefited off of it. From the 5 beds, to the groceries, to the sheets, to the shoes, to the school clothes I used to help buy. Your jealousy and your envy is what drove you. Your jealousy, your envy, and to hide your crimes. You see, I remember back in the day when the children were really small, you know, before Gammy would bring them over here and let them stay with her, because they were younger and they needed to be there with their mother when the mother was home. I remember going over there one day. I was bringing Happy Meals or something, and I remember that old jealous-ass auntie standing in the mother's yard making sly comments. And, sister, you'd think I didn't pick up on them, but you see, that's the difference between you and me. Those babies mean a lot to me. So instead of whipping your ass or going ahead and saying what I had to say, it wasn't worth the sweat off my ass. Nor was it worth the jail term. It would be now. All right. I seen you. I seen right through you. I heard every one of your little comments. It didn't mean shit to me. I know who I am. But apparently y'all's jealousy and envy literally drove y'all mad trying to take somebody out. What y'all did to that man was repulsive. And you have the audacity to call him a knuckle-dragging bum. Honey, you may want to figure out what the definition of knuckle-dragging is. And it's not a man trying to protect his daughters from being hungry, being abused, or being fondled. I stand on everything I said. Now let me clarify. My son did clarify that, yes, she talked him into letting her take that child and go to Carolina under the pretense she was going to go ahead and set the baby up for preschool, daycare, whatever, which never happened. It's not hard to see this was all a setup. The man didn't have much family to begin with. Me and a sister and aunt. You caused my sister to lose her Social Security disability. You caused that foster child to lose her Social Security disability. Again, demonic. This was racist. This was a hate crime. And this was fucking demonic. But y'all's day gonna come. Y'all's day gonna come. All right. Moving on. And you know, I have to say, I cared about this woman. I still don't want to hurt this woman. I don't want to do anything to hurt this woman. But you've pushed me too far. You abused my grandchildren. So I have no choice but to make sure I have my son's back. And we push forward. Y'all sat here and tormented this man. You tormented him. And it's not hard to see what you did. First, you tried to harass him, intimidate him, especially this fool, this one-legged fool with little man syndrome. You tried to intimidate him so he would go away. So he'd walk away from his babies. You broke this man's heart. If you ever think this man is coming back, you're wrong. When the intimidation didn't work, you tried to make sure he was positive for any drug test because you were positive for all drug tests. When that didn't work, you figured you'd get him doped up enough to where you could make it look like an overdose. When that didn't work, you tried poisoning him. Well, when that didn't work, you tried provoking him and flipping on video cameras so you could make it look like he was the aggressor. When these records right here show who the aggressors are, because I have no record, nor does my son. That speaks fact in a courtroom, as well as all of these records will speak fact. Can't hide your dirt. Can't hide your dirt. So for everything, you sit out here and tried to call me and, tried to target and everybody you paid to come against me. And for the record, this was family that claned up with this woman's family, bikers, idiots, all for one woman. And let me tell y'all the most sickening thing about it. Every one of these people I've helped, minus the ex-husband. Again, I wouldn't throw water on that one if, I don't even need to say the rest of it. Needless to say, if you haven't figured out yet what type of souls you're dealing with and what type of soul you targeted, it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. Because you see the difference between you and me. All the BS y'all sit out here and holler about greed, I'd have never took a dime to do to another human what you all did. What you all did to my son was inhumane. What you all did to me was inhumane. The abuse you did to these children was inhumane. You literally tried to torture them because they are mixed. You are sick individuals. You truly are. I love those babies with all of my heart. What runs through their blood has never mattered. And I am shocked that you are such disgusting women that have such apparently a hatred of white people that you treat innocent children this way. Again, sick, mentally ill, twisted, demonic, shitty soul family. And these are the people you all chose sides and was in the race running for when you tried to torment somebody. Says a lot about your soul as well. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, Vision Goddess? So let me repeat it again. Y'all can sit here all day long talking about the mask fell off. What mask? I've came at you straight from day one, letting you know I will not sit down, shut up, or go away. I seek justice for what was done. What was done here on these platforms, what was done in South Carolina, what was done to my son, and what was done to my grandchildren. And you really have some sick souls. Let's go back to the bum thing. Now, he may not have been working at the time because he was worried over his girls, but I had his fucking back the entire time. If your income lacked or your home lacked, that's on your part, baby. That's on your part. Because I sent many a greenback to Carolina to cover anything them babies needed and anything that man needed. Matter of fact, I recall a day where I sent the money for medicine for baby girl while you was in the background talking shit. Because you didn't have time to go get the medicine. I took notes on every bit of it. Y'all tried to play somebody for fool. Well, you got the wrong fool this time. But I still can't tell you how as mothers, how as women, these people y'all was riding so damn hard for. Why you pulled that net right around yourselves. Because you affiliated yourself with criminals, child abusers, bikers, drunks, drug addicts, hoes. You affiliated yourself with every one of these people to target one person. So again, let me say what sickens me the most about it. And this is not to pat myself on the back. This is simply to express something. Dummies. I never understand. I've never had it in my soul to where when someone helped me, even if they pissed me off. Have I ever turned around and backbit them? And that's something I don't get about people. From my cousin to this sick demonic family. It has a lot to do with respect, morals, and integrity. When someone helps lift you up, helps pay a bill, whatever. Anytime someone has ever helped me in life, if they did piss me off, I just walked away. I would have never disrespected them because of the sacrifice they did make to help me. See, people get too used to you handing and doing for them, and they seem to forget about respect. I'll tell you something I said to one of my sisters one time when she borrowed some money from me. Be here with my money Friday, because I never had to take it out of my wallet and take the chance of it never coming back. I never had to make the sacrifice of doing anything for any damn one of you. And people may say, oh, well, you had it. It wasn't a sacrifice. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That $400 or that light bill, that's money I could have spent on myself or left in my pocket. So, yes, anyone that acts in this way, you have a shitty soul. All right, moving on. So, we already know we have the why right here. They wanted somebody that they saw as single and abundant. They wanted them juggling. This possibly also included a lover. Or either they tried to interfere in relationships as well. They wanted to put someone's destiny in reverse, leave them out in the cold. They wanted that person in poverty. Now, it's not hard to see. If you're sitting in poverty, you sure can't afford an attorney, yeah? Then we had the flat line. Then we had the 8 of Pentacles. They wanted to bring a death to someone's income. All right, so let's see the why. Simply to torture someone. The Tower. Simply to bring someone misery. But we already know it had a lot to do with people hiding who they were. And what's crazy is before this is all said, done, and over with, some of those social workers may end up with personal lawsuits against them as well for discrimination. Because the evidence does show that's exactly what they did. Our world is changing. They celebrated. Look at the divine. And they watched. While they mentally tortured 2 people and 2 children. And they did it on purpose. Jealousy, envy, spite. And then you had the audacity to take a Facebook page and try to slander somebody. We got a good mama. Good mama. I disagree. Because if you were that good of a mother, children learn what they see when they're young. They don't learn what you say. They learn what they watch. So that tells me a lot about your soul, mama. And to think I sent you Christmas gifts. Says a lot about you and a lot about me. All right, moving on. Divine seen it all, though. So I guarantee you, every one of you rats that was in this sick little race, you're going to get what's coming. 10 of Cups. So now, we know 10 of Cups is family, home. You know, as you all like to say, the little white picket fence, 2-car garage. Needless to say, this was home. Home is no longer the same home, is it? Now that a person's gone, is it? But you can lie to your family all day long, baby. Let me tell you something. Let the old lady tell you a story. It's kind of like having an old dog that hangs around. And you might walk out on the porch every day and just kick the shit out of that old dog. Every morning. Every evening. But you know what happens? Especially after 13 years of kicking the shit out of that old dog. You know what happens? When that old dog runs off? Well, you walk out on the porch every day and you look for it. Because now you miss it. You didn't expect that. And you tried to hide that from your family. But you missed it. Moving on. So we'll see what someone did here to Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They wanted to bring them a tower. They sat back, celebrated, and watched while they did it. 9 of Wands. So now, this particular person It was dead set she was going to torture a man, possibly get his inheritance. Oh. Someone thinks they're shining. We have a King of Wands. There's Leo Sag. Well, that's another thing. Doesn't matter to us. You could have 4 or 5 boyfriends. Nobody would care. Only issue we care about is what other kind of knuckle dragger dopehead you bringing around these children. All right, moving on. We know the King of Wands is a psycho. So right now you shining in somebody else's eyes. And you feel that is justice. Well, it may be till he figures out how deceitful you are. How much you lie, because you are a chronic liar. All right, moving on. And we have proven that in the judicial system already. And let me tell you guys, for the ones that the ladies out here that are trying to bring forth the real truth. Let me tell y'all, I was trying to go to sleep early and the thought hit me when I spoke on the dream I had about the demons and the little daggers. When this woman went to court, she tried to accuse this man of accosting her with a machete. Now, anyone that knows what a machete is, it's about 1.5 feet, some of them 2 foot long. It's mostly used for clearing brush, or chopping down small limbs, stuff like that. Sitting on the witness stand, when they asked this woman, what did the machete look like? And this is what tickled me, y'all. She said it was about this long. Well, do you know what kind of knife is that long? A dagger. So we will be getting those court records as well to prove your perjury. You are such a deceitful soul. You tried to bring a man up on false charges. Women like you are the reason men are acting the way they act nowadays. Deceitful, lying, thieving, stealing, con artist. Nothing will ever change my opinion of you ever again. And you will meet your justice. All right, so we have the 9 of Cups. I'm sorry, yeah, the 9 of Cups. That was the 9 of Pentacles, the single and abundant. We have the 5 of Wands. Oh, doing a lot of gossiping. And 8 of Pentacles. So you're doing a lot of talking to get that money. Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment. The single and abundant. Oh, yeah. You telling this old dude some shit, huh, baby girl? Boy, is he in for a rude awakening. We got some fast talking. Some fast talking. About how that other man treated you. Oh, everything you've been through. How you went through the ringer. Did you bother to tell him, that many times you were strung out on drugs? Did you bother to tell him how this man tried to get you to do the correct thing? Let's build a home together. Let's get something together. Did you ever comprehend and understand that he would have been more than willing to put into the home had not, first, he been disrespected and not treated like a man. Second, all the drug addict family members wasn't laid up in the home disrespecting and trying to tell a man what to do with his children, how to live his life, or how to treat or handle his woman. What happened here is on your back, ma'am. Yours. All right. Then we had the World. So we're trying to get that new beginning. We're doing a lot of fast talking. 5 of Swords, manipulating the hell out of somebody. Well, that's the same old song and dance right there. All right, so we already know you've manipulated the judicial system and probably going to try again. But we will have the records. Let's look at some shadow work, because apparently this entire family needs to do this shadow work. Inner cosmos. To embrace the light. Look at divine. First, acknowledge the dark. Embrace the void. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Well, first you got to take off the mask and get rid of the demon. Moving on. Again, this was racist. And I don't care if it butt hurts people that I say that. Fucking fact is fact, baby. All right, so anyhow, guys, the little songs I would sing in the prior videos, Breaking the Law, that is by Judas Priest. Thunderstruck, the one that was playing in the beginning, that is AC/DC. Too Late, I do believe that is either Poison Rat or White Snake. So anyhow, moving on, you can see, as I've said, this entire family is toxic. These are the kind of people that apparently didn't teach their children much. They believe that it's okay to abuse pregnant women, break into people's homes. Now, I don't know about you, but I relish the little things I have worked for, and I'm one of those people that will stand up, protect my home, defend my home. Con artists, thieves, drug addicts, drug dealers. So, again, check your facts before you decide to target someone next time, and you may want to check some facts on who you targeted. All right, face inner demons. Look at the divine. Don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. Go to the light. Go to the light. All right. So that's what I have. This was horrific. Everything that happened, everything went down. But worst of all, were the federal laws broken, the civil rights that were violated. No person has the right to treat any other human this way. The way you all treated me, the way my son was treated. You got to really be a shitty person. Because I'm here to tell you, even my worst enemy, if I watched them laying there suffering with a toothache the way this man suffered and ended up having to pull some of his own teeth, that's not something I'd want to watch my worst enemy go through. But say you had children with this man and you cared about this man and everything you did, baby, you just a disgusting demonic soul. You're a piece of crap. And nothing's going to change that. Because until you take off the mask, do the work, look at the darkness, will you never find the light. So this right here that you got going on, dating, manipulating, a lot of fast talking, try to swindle somebody out of their coins, it's not going to take any other man twice as long to figure it out. Because this man saw it a long time ago, but gave you every benefit of the doubt. He stayed as long as he did because he did not want his children to not have their mother in their life. And it bit him in the ass in more ways than one. Because one of those children, when you were long gone, that was still here with us, he brought to that state. And he was literally forced to leave that child there where she was abused. So, South Carolina, your judicial system sucks. Your CPS workers are pieces of shit. Some of them racist. Some of them just pieces of shit. What you all did here was horrific. Had anyone listened when people were speaking out about the abuse and what was going on, right down to the cop when the report was made? Again, you, sir, should lose your fucking job, as well as your pension. And I hope your wife divorces you also. Anyhow, guys, like I said, I will not sit down, shut up, or go away. What was done was horrific here. It was horrific. And to know that all of you jumped on the bandwagon to try to bring someone mental torture, I mean, I can only guess. A lot of folks either stole something, yeah, they probably split up, and they thought they was going to get more. Because at that time, I did have $300,000 in life insurance. Now, you may think I'm sitting here beating a dead horse, so to say. Baby, when it comes to those babies, I will never, ever sit down, shut up, or go away. I watch my son. I watched you almost destroy this man over the love of his children. I watch this man go to his knees over his children. I'll always have his back, and I'll always fight for those babies. And any demonic motherfucker or ers, be it YouTube, be it racism, be it judicial, I don't give a damn. Divine's seen it all, baby. And if y'all haven't figured out yet, take a look around. Sin City's burning. In 2019, as we rode into 2020 and C19, and that cross appeared, I knew something was happening. I knew in 2018, going into 2019, something was happening. Lord, what's happening to me? Why is all this happening? This is bigger. From the paranormal activity to the cross. This is bigger than any of us. Look at what was going on. These people, the divine led you to that state. You were corrupt, baby. God seen it. God knew it. Every one of us were used as pawns to bring down a state, a governmental system that was using children as a pawn, where children were dying, children were being abused. If you can't see what was happening here, again, 5 planets lined up between 2018 and 2019. There were a couple stars that are only seen ever so many years, and that all lined up in 2018 when you took your little trip to South Carolina. This was all orchestrated by the divine, and this is bigger than any of us. So, if you chose the wrong side, you may want to go ahead and hit your knees, because divine justice is coming for you. All right, guys, added you. If you like to read and give it a thumbs up, subscribe. You know, if you're going to stalk, you could hit a like button every now and then. So, if you're stalking to get information, there it is. I gave it to you. I'm not the person wearing the mask. I've done nothing but shoot straight, and I'm sure you've noticed I don't sugarcoat shit. Peace out.